What's up, guys? I'm LQ. This is the LQ Review. Thank you so much for joining me right here on my YouTube channel. This is where I like to talk about all the geeky, nerdy stuff that I love to talk about. Movies, video games, comic books, TV shows. If it's geeky, if it's nerdy, this is where I like to talk about it. And right now, I want to talk about Muppets Now again. So, my last review that I did for Muppets Now was episode 3. I gave individual reviews to episode 1, 2, and 3. But it became a little redundant because all episodes of Muppets Now are incredibly similar. Literally to the point where they have the same segments in their show, just, done with different jokes, different storylines. But they're the same segments. Like Miss Piggy has her fashion segment, Swedish Chef has his segment. Same segments. So, I didn't really talk about episode 4 and 5, but I did want to talk about episode 6 a little bit. Now, episode 6, as well as episode 4 and 5, largely suffered from the same problems. It feels very redundant. It feels very same. All the episodes feel the same. I can't tell you really what many of the jokes were in any previous episodes because I can't really make a connection to say, oh yeah, that happened in episode 3, or man, that happened, this joke happened in episode 2 and it was hilarious, or they did this bit in episode 4, it was great. I can't do that because they're all so similar that they just kind of run together. And while the first episode it felt fresh, it felt different, and it felt new, can't really say that for the other episodes because they're so similar to episode 1. But episode 6 did have a really cool bit in it, and it was Fozzie Bear interviewing Seth Rogen. And for once, we finally had a bit that I thought was very funny because during this interview, the angry babies are sitting at the table as well, and Fozzie's supposed to be babysitting them. And it gets really funny. The babies really do a good job of escalating the situation. And at one point, Seth Rogen is like, I hate to say it, but I hate to say this about babies, but these are bad babies. The whole thing is just really funny. So this isn't really a long review. Honestly, I'm not very impressed with Muppets Now. I liked the first episode quite a bit. I thought it was new, and thought it was fun, and thought it was funny. The rest of it has all felt very the same. I mean, to be honest with you, I like most of the Swedish Chef stuff, but there's not enough good in it for me to like Muppets Now. But this made episode 6 worthwhile. This bit between Fozzie and Seth Rogen was enough for me to get on here and say, hey, if you haven't seen all the episodes of Muppets Now, it's not necessary, but I recommend watching episode 6 because it was funny. So, that's all I'm going to say, guys. Did you see episode 6 of Muppets Now? What did you think of the Seth Rogen bit? Let me know in the comments down below. And make sure you subscribe to my channel. And as always, thank you so much for joining me here at the LQ Review, where we get to talk about all the geeky, nerdy stuff that we love to talk about. Until next time, we'll see you guys later.